Welcome to Casa y Vida Houston. This is Liz Miranda, your bilingual realtor with Miranda Properties.
Hi, this is Sonia Rivera. How are you?
And we are, this is actually our first show of 2019. And so we want to wish you a great 2019, of course, right? How's your 2019 going?
It's going very, very good. I'm glad people are finally back to work and ready to get stuff done, because the entire holiday 2-3 weeks, it was just really slow and not getting a lot of work done. And we know what happens when we don't work.
Yeah, I know. So we took off in December. You know, guys, we were doing a show every Thursday last year. And we took off in December because, you know, it slows down during the holidays. And then all of us, and same thing, you know, January, the first week was still slow. And all of a sudden we just got super busy. And we're like, oh, my gosh, we got to get back on the air. So, you know, we hope you enjoy our show for today. And let's talk about some New Year's resolutions. Sonia, have you done any New Year's resolutions? I
actually don't do New Year's resolutions anymore. I never stick to them beyond like the first 2 or 3 days. So I don't do them anymore. What I do is spend the last couple of weeks of December just trying to reorganize my life, my goals, making sure that, you know, what's not working it's the whole out with the old, in with the new thing. So if it's not working, it's out. If it's working, I keep going and think about how I can improve on it.
So I think it's kind of the same thing as New Year's resolutions. We just don't call it that. It's more like I'm kind of just reevaluating, I guess, your life. Because I think I'm the same way. Of course, because after a while, I realized I had the same New Year's resolutions always. Lose weight, you know, stay on a schedule, have a schedule, and stay on schedule, and, you know, get up early, go to bed early. It's always the same thing. And so after a while, I figured out, okay, no, I just have to just kind of like, you know, it's just not going to work. So just instead, maybe just plan the whole year. Yeah. And to me, certainly the whole year is just certainly trying to have a better, you know, 2019. And I know that my focus in 2019 is going to be more about educating the community about, of course, about real estate, and then just about financial matters, financial literacy. So that's going to be my main thing, I think, that I'm going to focus on 2019. What about yourself? What are you going to be focusing on?
Well, I am running for office. So as you know, I'm running for Houston City Council at large, position 5. So that's pretty much, I anticipate that will occupy a lot of my year, and already started campaigning and, you know, doing all the laying the groundwork. But I also, you know, have to earn a living. So I am hoping to increase up my client base. And, you know, as you all know, I do small business development. So trying to pick up some extra clients, finish up some projects that were started last year. You know, as you said, it's not really so much a resolution as redefining your goals and you know, setting new timelines and trying to get more stuff done. And obviously take time for yourself. I guess if I have any one resolution, it is to always make sure that I take a little bit of time for myself here and there and just regroup and, you know, get my Zen going back on.
Yeah. Well, first of all, of course, congratulations again. Congratulations on, you know, on your run for city council. And, you know, I want to encourage everyone, of course, to support Sonia. I know there's going to be a lot of events going on, a lot of fundraisers, and just, you know, meet and greet. So we're certainly going to keep you informed of that, you know, because we want to, you know, help Sonia as much as we can. And by the way, I just want to make sure that you guys know that right now we are streaming on Casa y Vida Houston page. And so make sure that you check back here. This is going to be recorded. I mean, it's streaming live, but it will be recorded. So if you miss it, if you've got to get off for some reason, you got to come back on, it will be here on our page. And hopefully you're going to be seeing a lot more of our shows here on our page. So make sure that you invite other people. Now, of course, we do have a guest. As always, we like to bring you someone from the community. So, Sonia, go ahead and introduce our guest, please.
Well, I'd like to say that we're doing something new. So we are actually streaming live at Talento Bilingue de Houston, which is on the east side of Houston. And our special guest today is Javier Perez, who is the executive director for Talento Bilingue. And let's welcome Javier Perez.
Well, no applause?
When we get a live audience.
Thank you, ladies, for having me. Really appreciate you bringing this to us, and you know you're always welcome here at TBH.
Well, thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate you, you know, welcoming us here and allowing us to do the show here. You know, we've been wanting to have you on our show, but that's one of the things is that, you know, I know sometimes it's hard for people to come you
I
know,
had,
to the,
I had to put
into
you
the
guys
studio.
after the view. The ladies from the view were really going hard at me, so I'm sorry.
I know, so that's why you didn't come to us. You were the high demand. So hey, right
I
here.
got to thank Whoopi Goldberg.
So we had to come to you. So Javier, tell us, you know, amazingly enough, there are some people that do not know about Talento Bilingue. So it's hard to believe that, but tell us about Talento Bilingue, please.
Well, you know, actually, Talento Bilingue de Houston is Houston's original Latino Cultural Arts Center. We've been around since 1977, so we're actually looking at 41 years serving the Houston area.
Wow.
And you know, it's an amazing place. You know, I've been with TBH now for over 6 years, and you know, it's kind of been a little bit of a revolving door with directors here. And you know, so one of the things, you know, I wasn't born, you know, I wasn't born in Houston, but I got here as fast as I can. My parents are native born Houstonians. I was born in LA. My dad got a wild hair and lived in LA for about 13 years. You know, me and a couple of my brothers were born there, and the rest of my brothers were born here. So I saw the need. You know, I've always been kind of community oriented. I really love my Latino community. You know, I've been here in the lean years. You know, back when I was here in the 60s, when I first got here in the 60s and the 70s, I saw how hard it was for Latinos in this community, and how, you know, and you know, never really was a Reagan fan, but after his legacy, I think did a lot for Latinos in the United States. You know, and because of what he did and his amnesty program. Now we're looking at, we're almost, you know, almost half of the Houston population now, and which is really you know, and really in just the last couple of decades, you know, we've come to this point. And so one of the things that is, I think that was always needed was to have an active, responsive, community-based cultural arts center for the Houston area. And so that's kind of, you know, where we're at now, you know, and one of the things that I've insisted on with my board of directors is that TBH be a community responsive. But we need to help fill those needs of the community. I mean, primarily we're a theater. We're a working theater, and that's fantastic. That's very much needed. But in the off times, we need to be responsible, and you know, we need to go out there, reach out to the community, and bring them in and show them how the artistic aspect helps the educational process. I mean, it's amazing, you know, what we were able to do. You know, Sonia's been with me almost since the beginning here as a volunteer. She worked for us for a while. She was a contractor with us, you know. So I see Sonia, and you know, I can truly say that kind of our friendship has grown since you started here.
And
you
I
know?
just won't go away.
But you know, it's one thing I've come to realize is how much, you know, and I'm not an artist, believe me. I actually sing pretty good karaoke.
You do, I know that.
But I'm really not an artist, and so you know, the first thing I said, you know, when I was approached by Rogelio Marroquin, who was a former board chair, and Saul Valentin, was the, you know, first thing I told, man, guys, is I'm not an artsy-fartsy kind of guy. You know, why are you looking for me? And they said, well, we want somebody that has experience running nonprofits here in the city. I was with Salvation Army Boys and Girls Clubs for almost 10 years. So I know the community, and I know the importance of these type of programs. So, you know, that was one of the reasons I said, you know what, if I'm going to be in this, you know, I'm going to be in this for the long haul. I said, I want, you know, this is the last job I want to hold. You know, I've just turned 60, so I don't have that many years in me, good work years ahead of me. But I want to make sure that this community can always look to Talento Bilingue de Houston and have that artistic influence, you know, here, that artistic educational influence. So, you know, it just, like I said, it's just, you know, I saw the need for it, you know, and I saw the role it fills, and that's just something that is imperative as we go forward, you know, to this Latino century. That this next this new century is going to be a Latino century.
Oh, absolutely,
you know,
absolutely.
It's going to be an amazing growth and influence century for us. So, you know, we need to be up and you know, also, you know, we met through both of you, I know, are graduates of the NHPO Leadership Institute.
Absolutely.
You know, and I've been lucky enough to help direct that too. And leadership is so important. You know, it's so important for our community. You know, and ready or not, it's coming. So we need to be ready. We need to step up. That's what makes it does my heart good to see people like Sonia that are actually going out there and taking a leadership role. There's so many people in my organization. Diana Avila is a graduate of the NHPO Leadership Institute. She was just elected school board chair,
president of the school board.
President of the school board, excuse me. And Robert Gallegos, of course, is one of our graduates, and there's several other people. Holly Flynn of Yaseca's on the school board also. She's from our organization. Man, it's important.
It's just amazing. It's amazing. We were just talking about that. How many Leadership Institute graduates are, and hold office now, and of course, Sonia running for office and are in, different positions. As I was telling you earlier before we got on that, Veronica Martinez, who just also graduated from the LI, just got sworn in as the president for NAREP, for the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals last night.
And you're also a former.
I'm also a former president of NAREP also, and also an LI graduate. So it's just amazing. I mean, again, the caliber of people. And of course, I know these are two different things, the LI and TBH, but of course you're, in charge of both of these things.
Yeah.
It's amazing, of course, what you're doing, and amazing that the people that you're bringing together and that come together.
Exactly. And, and one of the things I've always said is that those volunteers help us in what we do here at TBH. And we, of course, want to be a resource. So we're actually a resource to each other. So it goes hand in hand. And I think that's very important. And that's why I commend you ladies, man, because you ladies, the ladies in the Latino community, I mean, they're outgunning the men like 2 to 1. Well, guys, man, we gotta get back on the horse. Got to step it up.
Oh, thank you. We try to do our part.
I remember when I was a kid, and they used to talk about because I'm not as old as you. But
point that out.
When I was a kid, I remember hearing the statistics. That by 2020, that the Hispanic community was going to be the largest minority group in the country, and but it's also real that time has gone by so quickly, and here it is, 2019, and we're there, sure enough. And but I think that we bring a rich culture to any community, and I think that that's part of what TBH really focuses on, is making sure, as you said, it's so instrumental. Art is so instrumental in helping children learn and grow and gain self-confidence. And TBH has that summer camp where children from ages 4 to 14, 15.
Right.
And it's so amazing to see the progression from when a child first comes to summer camp and they're learning music, art, dance, and acting. And at the end of the summer, they just have this confidence about them, this air of, this newfound confidence that maybe they didn't have in the beginning. And it's just such a cool experience to witness that. And I think where he said the Leadership Institute complements TBH is that so many different people have come through the Leadership Institute that we bring everybody with us. For example,
that's true.
Yeah, the show, this was the first place that, I thought, wow, we can, it would be such a great addition to feature what Talento Bilingue does.
Yeah, we talked about different venues, having different venues and like an office type of thing. I'm like, no, we don't want an office. We want something different. And then when Sonia mentioned Talento Bilingue, I was like, that makes sense. That just makes so much sense because, because of what it is. I think first, a lot of people know about TBH. Like I said, some don't, but a lot do. But also the talent that goes through here. And I think it's important to also, maybe, hopefully we'll be doing some interviews with some of the people that have, shows here, or that have, plays or whatever. So we are very happy to be here.
Yeah, and I tell you, I didn't mention the kind of what we do here, but we are a working theater organization.
Tell us a little bit about that, so people know.
We have a live theater, and that includes we'll have a play this morning, which actually from a African American group. I'm sorry, it hit me. The Dark Effect or something like that, I believe it's on our website. I'm sorry, but we do have we do live theater, which are plays, concerts, comedians. We have a lot of recitals from all the different groups, all the different dance groups, especially Ballet Folklorico. We do rehearsals daily with our Ballet Folklorico groups because they're some of the best in the country. Believe me, when we have some of the best Ballet Folklorico groups in the country here at TBH, and we have the trophies to prove it. So it's really great having them, and with that comes the cultural aspect of it. We're always open. We do town hall meetings here, environmental seminars. We do real estate. We have a monthly real estate group that comes here to use the facility, Latinos in Real Estate.
And the veterans?
And we're always open for the nonprofits. The Tejano combat veterans under Ben Gutierrez. He's such a great man. I really love those guys. My dad was a veteran. The Combat Veterans Association with Ben Gutierrez, they treated after my dad passed, just a couple months ago, those veterans stood at attention by my dad's coffin, the whole time he was, at his wake ceremony. That just meant so much to me. But, we open our door. We don't charge these nonprofit groups, whenever we can. If we can, we're going to help them do anything we can. LULAC meetings here. Johnny Mata's group that he started, which is great to say Johnny Mata's doing a lot better now. I saw him just over the weekend. What inspiration Johnny Mata is, man. I just can't say enough about Johnny Mata. The Greater Houston Coalition for Justice, they meet here, on their days. And the NHPO, the networking group, of course, meets here, has their board meetings here. So that's the kind of thing we need to do. If we're not doing a production, if we're not having a show, then we open our doors, man. Let the community in, and give them a place where they can meet.
And you have the art gallery.
The art gallery. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Brenda Aquino art gallery. Brenda, who actually died about a year ago this time, was a fantastic. She was a volunteer art curator. She had been well, not only a volunteer, she was an intern here, started as an intern, and then got her degree, went to work, and then came back, says, I need to be in touch with TBH. She loved it so much, and I'm afraid about this time last year, she got the flu, and pretty much it just succumbed to it. She was one of the persons that passed away from it, and so we in turn renamed our gallery in her honor, the Brenda Aquino Gallery, and we try to keep on that tradition of giving that she always had, that tradition of service at TBH. So we always have, and our art shows change about every 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of different artists that come in here. Matter of fact, we have a lot of different dramatic companies that come here also. And matter of fact, we have at Walla Theater. We've been with them about 15 years. They do their monthly. They do a whole month of shows, and that'll be in the first part. We're doing rodeo time, which is perfect for us because we can't do nothing because everybody's going to rodeo. So the French at Walla Theater company comes in here and they do their production in French with English subtitles here. And that relationship is probably one of the oldest ones we have. Been about 16 years now that we've been together.
And one of your newer programs is Educa Teatro.
Educa Teatro, which is part of Educa Arte. Educa Arte was the program that was endorsed by the White House.
Latino initiatives.
The White House initiative on
excellence,
educational excellence, Hispanic educational excellence. I'm sorry, it's kind of tricky. That's a lot of words, but basically we were given this distinction by President Obama back in 2016. There's probably about 200 organizations throughout the country that have that distinction. 25 people from the Houston area received that commendation here, and out of all of the organizations that filed for this it was the only one in the country that was accepted on the first round.
Oh, wow.
Everybody else had to redo, and we were so. I'm really proud of that because they come and says nobody ever gets in on the first round. We always send something back. You need to do this. You need to correct this. You need to try to do this. You need to explain this. On the first time, our first try, we got it. And that was for people like of course like Sonia and all the volunteers that we have here, because we don't have a lot of paid people here. Sonia will tell you that. That's what you've been volunteering for a lot of years. But through all the people that the community-oriented people have come to us, we're able to do things like the White House Initiative. So basically, the Educa Arte program basically divided into separate legs, and one is Educa Teatro, and anyone who knows the language Educa means of course to educate. So we do education with theater, movie, music, dance, literature, and community action. So we got Educa Teatro, Educa Música, Educa Cine, Educa Cultura, Educa Literatura. So through this, we try to go out there and touch the educational aspect. One of the things for Educa Teatro, we do a youth theater program, and that's really starting to take off. And basically, we do bilingual motivational productions aimed at school kids, elementary, junior high, high school. So that is really starting to take off here. Right now, we're doing 2 shows. We're doing Leyendas y Cuentos, and we're doing Bocol also. So for the older kids. So we're getting more and more inquiries about that. Matter of fact, hopefully we're looking at some of the Gulf Coast theater, community theater groups theaters have asked us to come to who would bring our shows to there. So hopefully we're crossing fingers, but we're trying to get that arranged because that could really be a big boost to what we do here at TBH.
And so they take the plays to the schools, or the schools bring large groups of children here to the theater to watch.
Yes.
And next week is our first a few shows of the new year. We've got about 3 or 4 shows set for next week, scheduled for next week, and believe me, if you're with HISD, and it's amazing, but we've had more response from the outer districts than from HISD. And it's kind of like your own house doesn't appreciate you, but but we're getting more and more people, more and more school administrators that are asking about our program. So that's something we're really excited about, and hopefully really help fill that need.
Well, that's pretty neat. Well, you got so much going on. So tell us before we forget how people can get a hold of, I guess, find out more information about
the best place is our website, www.tbhcenter.org. Check that. We post all our upcoming schedules on there, upcoming shows. Like our Facebook page. We always make announcements through that. We always announce new shows, things that happen in the community. We put that on there too. And any way that we could help, just help motivate and help advertise the things that are going on here in the Latino community. That's what we do through our website and Facebook page. So, please check our website, because that's always a good place to start.
And follow them on Facebook. It's TBH Center, right? TBH Center on Facebook. Also, the address is 333 South Jensen, Houston 77003. They have beautiful murals wrapped all around the building.
We're real proud of our
you have to come check it out.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, again, that are not familiar with TBH, Jensen is over here by Jensen Navigation. So I guess we're east of downtown, right? Right
after you take where Franklin goes underneath the underpass there and turns into Navigation. That's where we're at right there, which is right across the street from Aledo Guadalupe Church. Been there for over 100 years. Right behind Guadalupe Park Plaza there, and you'll see it. You'll see all the great murals that were done by the Hue Festival, the Houston Urban Experience Festival. Gonzo was the coordinator of that Gonzo 247, I think, is his actual handle. We have a lot of great art, great murals wrapped around this building. So we ask you to come by and take a picture with it. Everybody wants to come up and pose in front of him and take a picture, which we welcome.
Great place to take pictures, guys.
And a block away from Alamo Tamales. So
there you go.
You can come on by.
Well, it certainly will not be the last time that we have Javier, because I know that you've got just obviously so much going on. So we'll want to talk to you further, and we certainly want to find out about all the different things that are going on. So hopefully we'll be able to bring you regularly a schedule of what's going on at TBH. So we want to thank you, Javier.
No, thank you for having me, ladies. Thank you so much. And your friendship, your support means so much to me. And thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this show. So, do you have any announcements or anything, by the way?
I'm drawing a blank.
Okay. I always forget
But
that.
catch up with us next week for sure. And make sure that you log into Casa y Vida Facebook page and stay in touch with us because we will be doing the various live shows.
Yes, and absolutely, of course, always let us know of anything that's going on in the community. If you're, if there are any nonprofits or anything that's going on that you think that we need to cover, anyone that you want to recommend that we interview, maybe an author, an artist, anyone like that, let us know. Just let us know on our page, Casa y Vida Houston, on Facebook, and then we will also be putting out a regular schedule. We'll let you know again on our page what our regular schedule is going to be for our show, and hopefully you will join us next time. So until next week, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.